Hey everybody, it's Kim with getgreenbewell.com. I am reviewing this water distiller right now. I got this off Amazon and I paid for it. It's roughly around, I paid a little under $100 and it was on sale. So this is a countertop water distiller. And the reason that I am trying this out is because I'm still on the hunt of trying to find something that really is great for purifying and getting all the junk out of your water, but doesn't take a lot of effort and isn't super expensive. So I did a water quality test and found a few things that are in our water that can only be removed with reverse osmosis or distillation. They're not going to be removed by an activated carbon filter, which a lot of water, like pitcher water filters are. Even a Life Straw is not going to be taking them out. So I'm trying to find the best way of doing healthy water for us. And this was the most economical. So I'm going to show you what it looks like unboxing, how to use it. It's super easy, just FYI. And then at the end, I'm going to give you my thoughts. Yeah, I think this is a really great idea for some people, but not for everybody. So let's get to it. So let's first start with the box. This is the big box that it came in. Pretty well packaged, and it was in this styrofoam. So in addition to the unit, there was all these accessories. This is an activated charcoal pack. I will show you where it's supposed to go. I could not get it to work, so it's still in there. I think this is a plastic tube. Again, I didn't put that in there, and that's because I'm still trying to decide if I like the distiller or not. I didn't want to use too many parts. This is some handles and a spout, and this actually goes on the unit to where the water is distilling into. And so that would go there, and you're supposed to put handles there, and I think it's like it uses a screw to secure it on there. I just wanted to see if I even liked using a distiller before I went through all of this. So, and then it also comes with this cleaning solution that you're supposed to use with a distiller in order to get off like the hard water stains and stuff. Have not used that as well. So let me show you what the distiller looks like. So this is the main unit for the distiller, and this plugs into the base, and then you have the long cord to plug into the wall outlet. And then this is the unit that the water is going to be distilling into. It has like a non-slip kind of silicone ring on the bottom. This is glass. A lot of these distilling machines do not have glass as the receptacle, so that's why I wanted to try this one. This is metal, and that comes off. So yeah, and as I showed you, there should be a spout normally there, and there should normally be handles, but I just wanted to try it out before putting all the accessories on. And then this is the literally just one push button. And then this top, this unit, let me pull this off and show it to you. All right, so this distilling unit, this top comes off. It's literally just a compression fit, so you just push it down and pull it up. It's super, super easy. And then this is the inside. It is stainless, I think it's stainless steel. I'm not sure what else it would be, but I'm just assuming it's metal. Let me put it that way. And so, yeah, this is the area where I believe you can put that activated charcoal pack if you want. I can't get it apart as a directions show, although I have had some problems with reading the directions. It doesn't seem a little too clear, so maybe I'm not supposed to put it there. I don't know where else it would go, but that activated charcoal filter would just be like a little extra amount of filtration, but you are going to have to replace that quite often. So let me show you how to use this. Okay, so there is a line right there. You fill the water all the way up to full, and then you will just hit the button and literally start distilling, but let's go ahead and start filling that water. All right, I've got this full of water. This is easier if you put it somewhere where you can just bring the faucet over and fill it, or maybe have like another type of container that you're filling it up with water. This is going to get quite heavy because it contains a lot of water actually. So now I'm going to just push this on top of the unit. Just kind of push that down. It's literally that simple, y'all. Literally that simple. So after you put this on, now this, like, I did not understand this with the directions at first, so I just want to point this out. You are going to plug in this top, and you plug it in to the base right there. And then you plug in the unit into the wall outlet. Okay, before I plug it in, because once I plug it in, the fan starts going, so it's a little noisy. So I just want to show you, I now brought the glass container over here. I am positioning it so that this little nozzle, I guess you could say, is positioned over this hole. Now there is some tubing, so like you could put the tubing in there and run it down into here if you put on that accessory with the spout. The one that I showed you before that I didn't put on. I honestly think this is easier. Now trying to get the water out afterwards is a little harder. This is on and screwed on tight. And let me see, I think that's it. So let me plug it in. And you can instantly hear that the fan starts. It's a little bit loud, quite honestly. And now I'm gonna hit the button to start it. And the light comes on. There's not like a click or anything or noise. Pretty much you hit it and you're like, I don't know if that even did anything. Just look for the light. So we are done. I mean, it's really that simple. It's gonna be about 30 minutes before this actually starts having water coming out, because it needs to get hot in there and do the vapor and then start having water coming out. So I will check back with you later. I just want you to hear, this is the noise. This is going to run for 4 hours. And there is going to be, like, because there's wind or breeze coming out of here, and it is going to get hot. So like in the summertime, this can really heat up your room. In the wintertime, that might be great. But just keep that in mind, and then you are going to have this noise for the full 4 hours that you are running this. Okay, so it is full and done. It turned off at 4 hours. Just let this cool just a little bit before moving the water pitcher, as well as removing this top. We're going to be removing the top and wiping out the moisture, and especially wiping out the base so that there's not as much hard water stainage in there. So all you have to do is just lift off the top, and so there's like hardly any water left inside. You're not going to have like any wastewater in there, but you are going to have some condensation and just some moisture that you're going to want to soak up. That staining on the bottom, that is from like the minerals and just the stuff that is coming out of the water. You can use that cleaner to get rid of that. The faster that you wipe up the water, the less that you'll have stainage. Also, I heard people saying that this is a system that takes 4 hours in order to do the distillation. So I have heard recommendations that you want to set a timer to 3 minutes or 3 hours, 45 minutes, and stop the process before it gets to that 4 hours. And that way all the water has not gotten out of the system, and it won't stain as much. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea, but that has been a recommendation. Okay, so I have run this distillation unit 3 times now. On the first time, I just wasn't thinking, and I ran it, and then I tried drinking the water after it. It was so disgusting. Like, it was so plasticky and metal tasting. Oh my gosh. So if you decide to get this unit, be sure to at least put 1 pass through before you try it if you're going to be drinking it. The second time around, it still had a bit of a plastic taste. I just did it again for a 3rd time. I'm still not convinced that the taste is something that I could put up with as drinking water. So there's that. And it's not that it's like missing minerals or, you know, has a soft taste or anything like that. It's the fact that there's just like this slight metallic plasticky taste. And I don't know if that's going to eventually go away. And I need to figure out whether or not I'm going to keep it or not right now. So I don't know if I necessarily want to continue to keep this. Now, I know a lot of people want a water distiller simply because you need the water to put in like a CPAP machine or some other type of machine, maybe a fish tank, watering plants. If you're not tasting the water, I think this is an absolutely amazing unit to do. Because if you think about each gallon of water, distilled water that you have to buy in a supermarket, that price adds up really quick. And in this case, you can make it at home without having to lug around gallons of water from the grocery store. And it eventually does pay for itself in time. And then you have convenience. So I think this system is excellent in that regard if you're using it in that way. Now, for distilling enough water for your family to drink and be using for cooking on a daily basis, for me personally, it's just not going to be the best solution. Now you can see, I don't know, maybe you've seen my under-counter or countertop reverse osmosis review. And that one was just so tall that like I couldn't get it underneath the cabinet, and it was gonna, I mean, just the size alone was gonna be an issue with that one. This I like because obviously it is a little bit lower. It could fit under the countertop, at least for storage. I wouldn't be running it under the countertop because there's a lot of hot air coming out of there. And so that's the second reason why I'm not really convinced this is the best unit for us, is because of that air that is constantly coming out and the noise that it makes. It's not horribly loud, but it's loud. And if you can put it in a different room, like maybe you could put it in a garage or, you know, utility room or something where the heat coming out isn't going to be as big of a deal. Maybe the noise wouldn't be as big of a deal for 4 hours. Because that's the thing, it's going on for 4 hours. So if you had a place where you could put it and run it, I think that would be perfectly fine. Again, I highly do recommend it. It's insanely easy to put together. I mean, really easy. I do think that the instruction manual could use a little bit of tweaking and a little bit better wording in some aspects. But I will put a link to this system in the comments or first comment below and the description. So let me know your thoughts and take care, everybody. Bye.